The air quality monitor measures the presence of particulate matter, formaldehyde, and volatile organic compounds in the air, as well as the temperature and humidity. It uses the particulate matter measurements to calculate the air quality index. This device can also store and export the data it collects that is outside the scope of this video. See the manual for more details. This device has three sets of menus which follow a similar flow. Each starts out with the raw numbers measured, then displays histograms for those measurements over the time that the device has been collecting data. Begin by turning the device on by holding the power button for 2 seconds. The first screen displayed shows the amount of particulate matter in the air in micrograms per meter cubed. PM 2.5 is particulate matter less than 2.5 microns in diameter. PM 10 is particulate matter less than 10 microns in diameter. The last number on screen is the total number of particles in the air per liter. The label is the same as the AQI label discussed later. Pressing the PM 2.5 button will show histograms for each of these measurements over the time that the device has been turned on. These show how the measurements have changed over time. Pressing the AQI button shows the air quality index as well as the category associated with that value. The method for calculating AQI and the AQI categories may be found in Title 40, Part 58, Appendix G of the Code of Federal Regulations. However, this device diverges from those regulations by basing the AQI solely on the particulate matter. The manual claims that the AQI typically relies on particulate matter anyway, so the other measurements used are usually unnecessary. This may lead to discrepancies between the device's measurements and official announcements. This screen also shows temperature in Fahrenheit and relative humidity. Pressing the AQI button successively shows histograms for these three values. Finally, the HCHO button shows measurements for HCHO, which is formaldehyde, and TVOC, which stands for total volatile organic chemicals, both in milligrams per meter cubed. The healthy and unhealthy labels are arbitrary. Less than 0.1 micrograms per meter cubed of HCHO and 0.5 micrograms per meter cubed of TVOC are considered healthy. Pressing the HCHO button successively shows histograms for these measurements. The last button does not show any new measurements. Instead, it pauses the collection of data when pressed. It also opens the settings menu when held. To test this device, see how the air quality differs in a few different locations, such as outside versus a machine shop. If you find yourself struggling, refer to the manual of the tool you are using or ask a librarian.